Hello, darlings, and welcome to our special edition of Pastors' Wives Tell All, where we three, Jessica,
Jenna, and Stephanie,
spill the tea on Thursdays.
grab some coffee or a pot of tea and listen in for all the tips and tricks and random facts you never knew you needed.
Until now. Hello there, and welcome back to Pastors' Wives Tell All, where we spill the tea
On Thursdays.
Today we have a special guest with us. Her name is Kayleigh Clark. She was on the episode this past Monday, and if you have not listened to it, what are you doing with your life right now? Go back and do it right now.
So good.
Restore your life.
Restore your life.
You'll get the joke if you go back and listen.
Yes, so go back and listen, and then listen to this one as well. So, Kayleigh, I want you to think back to a time in your life while you have been a pastor. And I want you to tell us a story about a time of embarrassment, of confusion, of doing something wrong.
Yes.
Not doing the way that was supposed to. Yeah, that's doing something wrong. Or what sticks out in your mind that you want to share with the world?
Oh.
Sure.
Real.
Oh, goodness. Well, what you can't see over, especially if you're listening to this, but even if you're watching it, is that I'm all of 5'2". I am a very small human. And I was a youth pastor for a while, and most of my teenagers were bigger than me. In fact, often when we would take the teens to camp, the people running it would be like, kids, where's your counselor? And I'd have to raise my hand. Yeah, I'm right here, I promise. But so one of my teenagers wanted to get baptized, which was so exciting. So excited for this teenager who wants to get baptized. And the church that we had like the baptismal where you stand like in it with, so you get all the way in. So pastors are getting wet, everybody's getting wet. So I'm in this baptismal with this girl who towers over me, and I'm this tiny little pastor, and I've got to baptize her. So I go and we've practiced this out of the water, and I'm like, okay, here's what we'll do. You'll put your hand over your nose. I'll put my hand over. We'll say, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and we'll go down, and then I'll pull you back up, and it'll be great, and it'll be fast and easy, and woohoo, everybody will clap. So we get in the water, and I go and I stand behind her, and I'm like reaching, right? Again, small human. And I say, in the name of the Father, the Son, and then the Holy, I don't know what happened to the Holy Spirit, because all of a sudden we were just down in the water.
Oh, no.
She's gone. I'm kind of partially under.
Oh,
we're
my
trying to stand back up. It's like, I'm sure it counts, but I just, it was one of those moments where, yeah, so I had to get creative after that when I baptize people.
I'm
how
sure.
are we going to figure out how to not drop them?
Oh, my goodness.
So was the whole audience laughing?
That's what I'm wondering.
What
Oh,
happened?
yeah.
Did you laugh?
Oh, yeah. We were cracking up. We were like, this is... and I told her, I was like, the Holy Spirit was said somewhere. Like, the whole thing got said. We're good.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
clear. I don't know. Yeah, no, it was... in that church, we have this, like, tradition of bringing the little kids back in from Sunday school. And so the kids were all like sitting on the stage, like really close to like the just this.
Oh my
we
goodness.
were gone.
We were gone.
You were gone.
In the
Yeah.
water. Full dunking.
Oh my goodness. So I'm on the creative team at church, and one of my favorite things is to take pictures of our baptisms. And I cannot tell you the amount of times that a very large human, and when I say large, I mean like so tall, has gotten into the baptismal, and we're set up in takedown still right now, and so our baptismal is like, it's like a round, it almost looks kind of like a round hot tub situation. And it's so funny because our pastor will always say, hey, I'm going to need you to like walk to the very front, and then I'm going to need you to bend your knees and kind of like, don't just like go backwards, because you're going to hit your head on the back of the thing. But there's been times where I cannot tell you, I've been so nervous that they weren't going to be able to pull them back out of the water because of how tall or bigger they were than the pastor. And so I feel that. I'm like crossing my fingers in my head for them as I'm taking their picture and praying that they're going to be able to get them back out of the water.
Oh, yeah.
So
Johnson has definitely been there.
Yeah.
So funny. I just wanted, I think from now on, you should put up signs that say splash zone in the first like couple of pews in case there's another falling that happens.
Right.
I love it.
You know, falling out in the spirit.
Yes. Because there's a whole other crash.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well,
That's
Kayleigh,
amazing.
thank you for sharing that story.
Of
I appreciate
course.
it. And I'm probably going to think about that the next time my husband is baptizing someone. I'm going to imagine Kayleigh baptizing and
What would this
also
look like
going
if you
under
were
as
5'2"?
well.
Guys, you know what this reminds me of? There's a man in our church who baptized his, I think it was a grandchild, and he totally like put the kid under and just kept talking. And we're like, is he gonna pull him back out?
Oh no.
Is he just gonna stay down there? But like, I mean, everybody just kind of turned and looked at each other, and he finally did. And then everyone like erupted.
I thought you were going to say he dunked him and then dunked him again.
Yeah.
No, it just kept him down. And I was like, you know, he's got to breathe. He's going to have to come up eventually. Like he's saying all the stuff while he's under it. I'm like, oops.
That's hilarious.
So now
great.
like we all joke about that.
My goodness. Well, Kayleigh, thank you for being on our Spill the Tea episode. That was a great story for sure.
Of course.
And guys, if you have not listened to her episode that came out Monday, make sure that you go back and listen to it because it is so good.
So
and the church
good.
needs to hear it. So
Absolutely.
thank you, Kayleigh, so much.
Thank you.
Okay, until next time, guys.
Bye.
Go spill the tea.
Okay, friends, if you have enjoyed this episode as much as we have, please help us spread the word on Facebook and Instagram.
If you didn't know yet, Instagram is where all the fun is at. From dance reels on Wednesdays to spiritual encouragement and laugh out loud posts in between, there is something for everyone.
And last but certainly not least, if you could take a moment right now to stop what you're doing and give us a rating and review, even subscribe to our podcast, this seriously helps other people find us who wouldn't be able to otherwise. Thank you so much for your love and support. We hope you'll tune in next week.